What's good, people? Let's do a weekly markup and weekly forecast for the week ahead. So, as always, let's clear out all the drawings from the previous week and start afresh. Also, start from the top down. Now, we're still within this monthly level. Monthly candle. We haven't really taken out the all-time high, but we do have this monthly level. So let's mark that out. And yeah, let's mark out this high, which is the all-time high. We haven't quite tapped it yet, but we're nearly there. I believe we're going to take it out hopefully this week. So that will give us a bias, such as bullish bias, until that's taken out. And of course, once that's taken out, then we can reassess. But until we take that out, I'm going to maintain a bullish bias. Now, of course, there could be a pullback, and then the launch up, but at least it gives us something to aspire to, right? Depending on how prices perform, and if prices show bullish price action, then we can continue to look for buy setups, and that we can use that as a potential target. Now, dropping down to the weekly. Cool. Now we have a new fresh week, so we clearly have this new fresh weekly data point. We also have the previous week's data point, which, the resistance here that was broken and turned into support, that also did not get tapped, right? We still have the 50% of this weekly candle, which also didn't get tapped at all. Let's just change that into a weekly level. We also have this resistance here, which actually lines up to this weekly. So I'm going to take out, because this level, the 50% is just an arbitrary number, right? It's random, but it's 50%. But the 50%, if you watch price action enough, you'll see that the 50% of the candle, 50% of a range, and 50% of a wick, all of these have seem to cause reactions in the market. But if a 50% of something lines up with an actual level, I'll always take the level above that 50%. So now we're down to the daily. As you can see, last week we ranged here for a bit, took out this low and then headed higher. We took out this high, but we did not tap into the all-time high. Now, of course, there's a lot of liquidity here, right? For all the people that went short. The people who went short here and put their stops here, if they didn't take profit and they're still holding, they must be sitting on the edge of their seats right now. They don't know, is price going to come out and take them out or not, or we'll see. Next week will only tell us what to do. So anyway, looking at the daily, do we have any daily levels? Well, yeah, clearly we do. We have this down candle and an up candle, so that will create a support, right? Down, up, support. And then we also have this level up, down here, but that's origin, so it's not fresh. So the freshest daily level is this. That's all we have on the daily. And of course, we have some here, but then because there's a weekly here, this weekly will override that. And then here we have this, liquidity, and then there's a weekly below then. So this is good. We have a bunch of these levels. So these levels are what I'll be interested in looking at for the next week. I'll honestly try and see if we can get an early buy just to take out this high. That would be a nice kind of setup. Let's see how many pips that may give us. If it reacts from this level, that's like what, 500 pips. Lower, I guess 1,000. From this first weekly level to the high, yep, that's around 900 pips. So yeah, if I could get a nice maybe 150 pip stop loss, maybe on the hourly time frame, yeah, I can squeeze in a nice 1 to 5 before or just around the all-time high. That would be perfect for me, because that's all I'm looking for. Next week is going to be Christmas week. Christmas will be on Thursday next week, if I'm not mistaken. So let's see, there's a news release on Tuesday here, apparently. Let's see wait, is that Tuesday? No, okay, this is the last week. Yeah, here's the Tuesday. Yep, we have GDP growth rate. That might cause a little bit of a influx of volatility. Other than that, I don't see any other news releases. So I guess by Boxing Day and Christmas Day, markets will be closed. So if we don't get a trade by Monday, Tuesday, I think Wednesday, Thursday, markets might be closed, maybe up till Friday. So yeah, next week is going to be a very, very small window in order to get an opportunity. So if we don't get an opportunity really, really early in the week, we're going to have to wait till maybe the upper week, because Thursday is Christmas. I think the Boxing Day is the day before. Is it the day before or the day after? Or is it like, and then of course there's the week. Sorry, there's the New Year's, right? So yeah, these are basically the levels that I'll be looking to for interest when price gets back to them. Price is like right on this level anyway, so this might not be a level that I'm too keen on, trading. If I could get at this level, at least a pullback to this level, yeah, that would make me a lot more interested in looking for a trade because it has inbuilt liquidity with these two lows of these two previous candles. In fact, three candles, 1, 2, 3. See the low of this candle, this candle, this candle. That's all liquidity because every single candle is arranged. So we have, a bunch of lows here right above the candle. If price can come down, sweep these lows and absorb all the liquidity, give us a reversal on the H1, that'll be perfect. I'll be very, very willing to get in that aggressive trade and see if I can at least get a trade to the all-time high. If not, we might have to wait till after Christmas. So yeah, that's my analysis, weekly breakdown, weekly forecast, weekly markup, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.